Welcome back to Orange Hat Reviews. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. So, review time for Loki Episode 3. Spoilers ahead. You've been warned. You've had entirely 10 seconds to get the hell out. So now that you've had the 10 seconds, we're getting into spoiler territory now. Wow, this episode was boring. That's not too much of a spoiler, but still. Sylvie. I'm Sylvie now. Why are you disassociating with your identity? Dissociative disorder. Or what? Are you transgender Loki or something? I mean, what's the deal? You go by Sylvie. That's the second form of the Enchantress, not the second form of Loki. So, not really understanding. We don't get much explanation of her life, except for the main takeaway is that she always knew that she was adopted, and she learned how to do magic herself. I mean, that's not unheard of, but there is a potential for a Mary Sue-ish kind of thing there. But actually, her powers are pretty much shit compared to Loki's. But the problem with this episode is that... Sorry about that. The problem with this episode was that it was extremely boring. The writing was atrocious. The acting on Tom Hiddleston was amazing, as was a little bit of the woman playing Sylvie. But for the most part, her acting was also not good. Everyone else in this episode was fluff. You see Loki showcase his illusory magic of casting an image over himself to make him look like somebody else, to kind of try to fool somebody, you know. But that's about it. It's boring. The only real takeaways here is that everyone in the TVA are variants. They're variants. They weren't created by the Timekeeper, so that's a good little piece of information. However, the rest of the story, the only good thing out of the special effects was they look up and you literally see a planet that's about to crash into this one split in half. And I'm like, okay, that's pretty cool. But it's a race against time, and now they're fucked because they broke the TemPad, which on this train that they have to get on, there's a fight. Loki's not utilizing his full potential. Why didn't he create an illusory copy of himself when he was grabbed? He usually does that very well. I mean, the writers are really writing Loki to be shitty and to be less than what he was in the MCU. In the MCU, he was powerful. He was awesome. He got himself out of a lot of sticky situations. Where in this, it's just bullshit. It really is. He is lesser than he was in Avengers. He's lesser than he was in the entire MCU, to be completely honest. It makes you wonder, are the people who are doing the show even fans of the MCU, or even fans of Marvel, for that matter? So yeah, this episode was all over the place, boring, with a couple of sprinkles of interesting, noteworthy lines. They're all variants at the TVA, and well, I learned how to do it myself. Okay, so you learn a little bit more about Sylvie's power set of her enchanting. I still don't think she's a Loki at this point. I think that she is possibly the Enchantress. Yes, she's like, stop calling me that. I'm Sylvie now. It's like, yeah, but still, in the comics, Sylvie is the Enchantress, not Loki. And yes, the Enchantress also uses green magic. Yeah. But anyway, folks, that is going to be the review. There was really nothing this episode did. I mean, except for add more questions, answer one question. But, there is one other thing where Loki stops a pillar from falling onto them and then suddenly reverses it so it doesn't. When did Loki get that power? When did he suddenly get massive time telekinesis? That was weird. So yeah, they're basically screwed unless somehow the TVA finds them and pulls them out. Or, I don't know. They wrote themselves into a huge corner in this episode. So yeah. Wow. That happened. Anyway, folks, that's going to be the video. You all know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that jazz. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. What did you think of this third episode of Loki? Was it as boring as I found it? I mean, objectively, it is 4 out of 10. Subjectively, it is 5 out of 10. And showgoer, it's a 6 out of 10. I was bored to tears in this one. Anyway, folks, that's just let me know what you think. This has been Orange Hat Reviews. Stay humble.